Hey everybody, my name's Steve and we are showing off the weather app. So I'm very excited about the weather app. Normally I'll be on a green screen and this section here will actually be much taller so that I can fit in the frame. It's not the way it's set up just for the purpose of this demo, but I wanted to walk through what all is happening. So the weather app itself is just a React application. Just basic React CSS, nothing terribly exciting happening, but it looks very cool in the background. There's just a div with the video looping and playing in the background just as an embedded media element set to loop. It was a bit bright, so I also have another div just of black on top. Could have reshot and re-rendered the video, decided not to. So if I refresh this page, I can see all of my different weather elements. So I can set the range that I want to do. I generally do a weekly forecast for Disneyland. So in this case, it would be, let's say, April 1st through April 8th, 2020. I guess it would be the 7th, wouldn't it, for a week. And the program runs Wednesday through Monday, so we're set with that. So, and I can actually open up weather.com. It'll open up in a new tab for me and show me the weather specifically in Disneyland for the next 10 days. And I can get my weather and just plug it in. Eventually I'll have this scraped. Right now I've just got to kind of look. But for example, Wednesday I see it's 88 and 63, partly cloudy. So I can go 88, 63, and partly cloudy. Let's say it was a 1. And I can go through with each of these, as ridiculous as it is. I can go through, let's say it's rainy, and, a high of 108, why not, and a low of 22. That's a bit of a range, right? So we can say that maybe on this day, it's going to be a thunderstorm. Something's happening in the weather in that crazy day, so 88, 55, and just show off the different options and things that I have. That'll be daytime, which would be all kinds of fun. And I'm just making it up as I go. I have a thunder already. So let's see a rainy 7 and a 28. There we go. And then like a rainy 1, just so I can kind of see the difference. So I'll set up my defaults before I go, and then I'll actually launch the weather station, and I can see the difference between the rainy 1, where it's still a bit sunny and has the rain coming down, versus this very rainy, sun's gone, rain's coming down faster than ever. Each of these individual things is moving across. They're all actual HTML elements. Let me get back in there. So they're all actual HTML elements. You can see my cursor is changing to actually be able to select these. Every time I click on the numbers, I'm not supposed to click on the numbers because it's supposed to be for a live broadcast, and I never do that. But anytime I click anywhere inside of here, I can actually see all of these different things are fully selectable. They're regular CSS elements. Including if I even go into my inspector here and show off specifically look for not the background video. Here we go. And let's say I specifically look for the stars container. So I've just got a few divs. Each of them have individual stars, but I want you to check out the CSS on this bad boy because very excited about the way that it came out. Again, it's supposed to be full screen, so it's not supposed to be responsive, so pardon me as I pull up all of this, but the CSS on these stars containers is totally bonkers. So I had a little bit of fun. Eventually used a plugin for the stars and then just compiled it, and I threw the compiled version in. So the stars that you see in the background of each of these divs and displays is full CSS. That's not an animated video or anything. The background has the circle gradient going from the darker blue to the lighter blue out on the edges with the stars that actually float up for nighttime. So all CSS, all React based, all stateful based on a container that goes. Pretty simple stuff, but I love the effect. It's had a lot of fun being able to do weather effects. And again, everything inside of here is just CSS SVG elements as well. I did not create these SVGs. They came in a weather package, and I'm very grateful for them. But things like just the darker box inside to separate the space a little bit, and then the tall vertical space, all of that is all just straight React, basic HTML, a little bit of JavaScript thrown in with an awful lot of CSS under the hood. So just a basic look at the weather update. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.